Welcome back to the Playing Hard channel. Um, this video is something that I've been thinking about for the last 4 weeks. And to give a disclaimer to begin with, I am not a medical professional. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. But this has to do with my life experiences so far. And for those of you out there in YouTube land that have experienced situations that involve narcissism, I'm sure you can absolutely relate with what I'm about to tell you. I lived in a marriage for 27 years with a narcissist. If I had to put her in any category, it would have been passive aggressive narcissism. And for any of you that have dealt with the same situation as me, you'll know that you were always told that you were never good enough. Your abilities are subpar to theirs, so on and so forth, and the grandiose ideas that they have about themselves. Now, for those that aren't familiar with narcissism, some people will think, well, that means that they're in love with themselves. But that's not the exact truth. The truth about a narcissist is that they are in love with the image that they want to portray as being themselves, which is far from reality. I've now been divorced for 15 years. It's the best thing that I ever did. It took me years to get back my self-confidence and self-esteem. I met a wonderful woman, and she and I are both empaths. And an empath, if you know anything about that, empaths actually take a lot of things to heart. They are generally caregivers, and they have a way of putting themselves in the place of the person that they're speaking to. And that can be either for good or for bad. But they take on the person's problems or even joys as part of, well, empathy. And that has a lot to do with empaths. Now, if you're a narcissist, the exact opposite of the scale is an empath. And narcissists generally target empaths. And it makes the empath very vulnerable to the abuse of a narcissist. Now, I'm going to put up some links in my description, but my girlfriend is a straight out empath. I am a Heyoka empath. And recently, we've been in contact, and I think you'll see from my past videos, a person that moved in next door to me. He's been living here with his family for 3.5 years now, next door. His category is a narcissist, and he is what is classified as a vindictive narcissist. Now, all narcissists have some sort of vindictive behavior that they do, but a vindictive narcissist is one that really targets somebody for some reason. And I'll put a link to the Vindictive Narcissist in here too. Um, what happens with them is if they're challenged at all on their ability to do something, that triggers them. And my next door neighbor he gets triggered by some of the strangest things, even things that aren't of my making, and I am all of a sudden his target. And constant threats, lawsuits. His attorney sends me threatening letters every 3 or 4 months. And to be honest with you, what he's doing now kind of triggers a PTSD with me, because it brings back all the same things that I've already had to deal with in my life. And it makes living next door to somebody like this very difficult. Now, the only way to stop a narcissist is to remove their supply, is what it's called. And basically, to remove their supply, you have to cut off any kind of contact with them, any kind of communication, just totally sever the relationship. I knew that, from my marriage, from my ex, but it's taken me a while to remember these things and how to stop certain situations. And so that's where we are right now. I don't want to make this sound like a poor me situation, but I think if anybody is watching this that has been a victim of a narcissist, whether it be a family member, whether it be a boss, whether it be a neighbor, whatever, anybody that's been treated like this can certainly understand what I'm talking about. So I'll put a few links in the description box if you're interested in finding out more about this. If you've been a victim of a narcissist, if you are an empath and you have been the victim, put a comment and a like down the box. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It certainly helps the algorithm and enables me to make more videos like this. I hope I've given a little bit of light to the two situations of narcissism and also an empath. So, sorry, I know this is not like any of my other videos, but I had to get it off my chest. So, hang with me, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.